Hi, my name is David, and I'm going to walk you through how I solved the CSWP practice problem 11.3. So first up, we're going to change our units to IPS, and we'll do that before we forget. There we go. And for the main body, we just have two annuluses to extrude. So let's set up those circles in the front plane. We've got a circle with diameter 1, another circle, and a circle with 3.75 diameter. And the distance between these two circles here is 0.125. Okay, so we can extrude this region, and we'll extrude it 0.5625. Then we can go into this sketch, extrude again, but just this region here, and we'll add 0.125 to it, so it sticks out a little bit farther. Alright, so now we'll start using the hole wizard on this face here. First we're going to have C-bore, which is counterbore. We want it to be in ANSI inch, and the type is going to be a socket head cap screw. Let me just point out where all this is. So counterbore, socket head cap screw, and 3/8 inch will be the size. 3/8 inch. We want our end condition to be through all, and then work on our position. So to lock down the position, I'm going to create a vertical center line with length 1.3125 to make sure that the radius of the circle of holes is set to that. And then you can click on point to locate the point where you're going to place the hole. Click right there. And I'm starting to use the D key to hit the green check mark. Saves you from having to find the green check mark off to the left. Okay, so we got the first hole placed. We'll go make a circular pattern for the rest of the holes around any of these circles, and we want 5 of them. So there are the counterbore holes. So now let's work on the other holes. Whoops, I almost started a sketch. Okay, so hole wizard. What we want is, for the tapped holes, is a straight tap, ANSI inch. The type is tapped hole. And then we want 5/16 to 18 through all, and we'll work on the position. Again, make a center line going up 1.3125. Click on the point to actually place the hole right there. Can hit D and then the green check mark, and then again a circular pattern, and we want 5 of them. So that's looking good. We have 4.99 cubic inches, and the answer key is 4.98 cubic inches, so it's 0.01 off, but I can't quite see where that would be happening. So let me know if you do get this volume 4.98 cubic inches, because I'd be curious to know if there was anything maybe that I did wrong here. I don't really see it. It's not too many steps, it only takes a couple minutes to do. So that's about it. There is one more thing that I did want to mention at the end here, which is what is this dashed circle? And as far as I can tell, the dashed circle represents how deep the threads of the tap will go. So SolidWorks doesn't create the geometry for the threads themselves because it would unnecessarily slow down the rendering speed and make SolidWorks clunkier to use. But you can show cosmetic threads which are just painted onto the surface of the hole, the surface that I'm hovering over right now that it's showing you, which gives you a visual cue that the threads are there without having to slow SolidWorks down. And to show cosmetic threads, what I had to do was click on right click on annotations, click details, and then make sure that cosmetic threads is checked, which it was for me by default, and then click on shaded cosmetic threads, and OK. And you can see that it shows the cosmetic threads here. It shows the painted sort of shadow of all these threads, which would actually go as deep as this dashed circle. So just something to for your interest at this point. And hopefully you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and keep studying.